Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. About yourself?
Um, good. Can't complain. Can't complain. Good. You hear me?
I can hear you now.
Echoing. Okay. All right. So hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Meet the Nominees. We are here with Mr. Brian Said Mouton. And Brian, I'm not good on introductions with other people. I feel like nobody can do it, but just better than you. So I'm gonna give you the floor and let you introduce yourself.
All right. I am Brian Utah from Brain. Uh, First of all, I got to back up a little bit. I want to thank the Southern Tea Magazine Awards for this opportunity, and I really appreciate what you guys are doing and continue to do to honor different people throughout all those different categories. Brian Mouton from City of Rain, been nominated in the Community Impact Award. Born and raised in Rain, Louisiana. Folks that didn't know, I have a twin brother, the Mouton twins from Rain. So played basketball. A lot of us know through that avenue. Won a state championship. My brother went on to play in Maryland. I went on into corporate America. Lived all over the country, different experience. Moved back to the City of Rain, and that's when I noticed opportunities for impacting the community, whether it was the youth, the elderly, investing, all this other great stuff. So I am here, and I really appreciate this opportunity.
Okay, well, Brian, let me tell you. So once upon a time, I didn't know that. Yeah, the twin, right? I was like, that guy looks familiar. Uh, like I thought we just seen him, and I don't remember where it was, but it wasn't until I seen on social media, I was like, oh, there's two of them.
That's two of us.
Yes. Okay. Okay. No trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are heavily involved in the community. You have several different things going on. Um, and you oh, I'm sorry, my kid is going crazy on the other side. Um, okay, so you have several different things going on in the community. Tell us like where your inspiration comes from to come back home after traveling all over, living a whole bunch of different places. Where does the inspiration come from to come back home and
Well,
make it?
yeah. So I took a job way back in 2002 and went on and traveled the country and came back to Rain in 2010. Actually, what brought me back to Rain was my parents. My parents were getting older, and I wanted to at least spend some time with them before they left this earth. So I'm glad I did that. My twin brother really was my inspiration. He started a six-man program in on the East Coast of Maryland. He played professional basketball overseas for a long time. Played in the NBA D League, and then he tried to decide what's next. And he started a six-man, which is a youth mentoring program, when most people call it AAU. So I said, well, I'll do the same thing. Why create something new? Use his blueprint, and that's what I did. It kind of started all from there in 2012. Started six man. We grew very fast, and that was a need for our community to impact the youth. There wasn't something like that around at all. So that was my inspiration. I got involved in that, and we had disasters, the tornado. I'm sorry, before that, and once I started impacting the youth, everything just continued to manifest from there. And I truly believe it was my purpose to get involved as well. So, Six Man was a big part of me getting involved in my community, and I'm involved in all kinds of things as of today.
Six Man is a I seen I seen that before. I seen now there's more people doing it, but that was the first one that I seen, and it was back whenever my son he 19, but whenever he started playing sports, and we or in Lafayette. And he was like, I heard about this thing in the rain from school. I'm like, how did you hear about that? And he actually told me about it. So I went and looked it up and I was like, oh, because I heard about AAU, but whenever I was in school, I mean, I didn't know,
Yeah,
nothing for that. And, he was the one who actually told me, he's like, is this thing called Six Man is this program, and he was like, the guys over there, like they could help me with some stuff. I was like, okay, so we just kind of like started looking, and of course, then he went play for school. That was another story. But whenever I hear, about like AAU, Six Man is something that comes up often as, like I guess like a beginning, sort of say of the growth of it or whatnot in the area. It comes up a lot, so it's a very familiar brand. People know of AAU connected with Six Man.
absolutely. And we
Okay,
and we did it right. When I first started it here, and I solicited the parents for feedback on what worked and what didn't work for them in the past, and we created that as a part of how to build a successful program. Parents didn't want to fundraise, right? They want to pay a small fee,
right.
and I know nowadays, man. I mean, a parent could spend, or parents could spend, I don't know, upwards to $1,200, $1,500 for a single season. I think that's pretty ridiculous, but that's where we are today. Things have gotten expensive, and people are donating less. And I was very fortunate to fund this thing and keep the costs to a bare minimum for the parents for a very long time. So we've operated a very successful program at a high level for the last 11 years. We're going to be doing some different things this year. We're going to do more development, one-on-one development type things, but I am very proud. And then the other piece of that, you can't do it alone. So we had some really good coaches, very passionate and well respected. So I just tell parents before they get involved in this AAU, do your research and make sure that whatever program you decide to be a part of, that it's truly about the player, not only their development, but that education piece is critical. We're in an environment that we're losing focus on the education piece. And because you're with these kids and they possibly look up to you, make sure you take a moment or moments and talk about education and continue the education, academic excellence, all those great things. Because without the education, your athletic ability really comes to an immediate halt because you need the grades and education piece to even begin to go to the next level. So,
I'm glad you say that because it's always you hear often, like a player is good, but they don't do well in school or just like for example, like I've been seeing like on the news, people talking about it in recent stuff about like ineligible players for either like grades or stuff like that. So you guys make sure they get their education before we get out there on the court.
right. And I tell hey, look, I straight up tell them, even at our trial, I joke about it, but I say, hey, we need to see your report card. And some of these kids come with a report card with the F's and D's scratched out. I'm like, that's a dead giveaway.
Yeah, you gonna scratch it out. You don't think we know?
With the grades scratched out, we got a problem. And it's okay. Own that, and then we're going to work with you and hopefully encourage you to do better with your academics, and so you can play this sport. So, yeah, it's a thing, but we gotta stay on our kids and how and keep ensure that we let them know that education piece is critical to their success.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is that's very important. I think um nowadays they think that I'm good enough. I'm so good that the team needs me. I'll have to do these extra things.
Right, right, right,
Okay, but that's not true.
right. That's true.
Okay, okay, okay. So tell me this. I also been seeing. I seen it briefly come across my screen. I was like, I want to go. So you guys have been doing I don't want to say the wrong thing. But it's something, is it banquets? What I seen Mike Dennis has been the chef. I seen it twice. And I'm like, I wanna go there. How do you go there?
We call it it's easy. It's private events at my place. We call it the healing house because there's a thing about gathering for me, and it's more about when you bring people together, you can actually give them a positive vibe, give them a good experience, and then they leave and they may change their life. So it's really, people see stuff at my place and oh, it's a party. Well, it's an event, and I like to gather because of what gathering does for somebody. So Mike Dennis, he's a chef, well known in Acadiana, and ever so often we get together, and it's very limited guest list, and we have a good time and a good experience. So I'll make sure the next one we have something that you're on that list.
Thank you. Thank you. I would like to go. Uh, I see, and I had Mike food before. I know Mike food is good, so shout out to Mike Dennis. I see, and that's why I seen it. At. I'm like, wait, what you doing? I was like, wait, like this is the second time I seen it. What's going on? Like, and I think he had posted it. He told me something, and I looked, and I was like, oh, I was like, this fancy. Okay, it's like an invite only. Yeah. All right now, Brian. All right now. I do. Y'all all heard. Next time, I need an invite over there. Okay. So tell me about whenever you seen, where were you when you seen the nomination? Like, because a lot of people be like, I didn't. They either didn't know, or like people always be like, oh, I didn't expect it. I didn't do nothing. But like for me, I love when people like they be surprised. They didn't know. Like a lot of people, I didn't know people was nominating me, or they ask like, oh, how did we get here? Or they be like, oh, thank you. I'm like, wait, I can't take the credit. It's somebody else out there that you're affecting that had enough respect and time to take out to make sure that you made it on the ballot.
Yeah. So for me, follow on social media for periods of announcement, encouragement, and I'm off of there. I don't be looking for stuff, but
Right.
someone tagged me, and I'm like, oh, okay, what is this? Because every so often, if you tag me, I'll go eventually at some point look at it, and I'm like, oh, what is this? And then I'm like, oh, okay, I had saw it last year because I believe my nephew was a nominee, and then of course Jeremy Thomas, we call him DJ Sauce, was a part of it last year. We all from Wayne, so I saw it last year, and I'm like, oh, that's great that they've taken the time and recognizing people for their efforts for whatever category they're part of. And when I saw it, me personally, I'm truly appreciative, whoever or however it happened, just to be acknowledged. Because for me, I'm doing this because I'm trying to fulfill my purpose in life. As a
Mhm.
driven person, I believe we're here for a reason to serve and spread the word. So at the end of the day, when people ask, why you, I said, well, I guess somebody thought it was important enough to nominate me. And whoever that was or however that happened, I'm truly grateful and appreciative of because the things that I do, it's just a part of who I am. So I saw it through a tag. I'm truly grateful and appreciate that for sure.
Oh yeah. You had a lot of nominations. Yeah.
All those thought it was important to do so. So I'm truly grateful.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I was excited. I'm like, okay, this thing is spreading. Oh, we get some new people. First, it was kind of like a little, you know, these people being nominated, so that then their people would know. And it kept for a while. It was kind of like I was like, okay, this is gonna be repetitive. Like we're gonna have to do another way or something. But I don't know. I think it was last year that went bananas. And then everybody from everywhere just started. I'm like, okay. Nothing. I was like, okay, Rain, because we always had DJ Sausage and stuff, but they just you can't tell nobody nothing about Three Kings. Like I'm not even surprised no more when I see them on the ballot because they've been working for a long time And every year is just like a drastic amount of votes for them for promoters. And I started seeing other people. I'm like, okay, when I seen him, I was like, okay, Rain. I like Rain for Gabe's. Yeah. So Jay put me, Johnny, Jay, hey Jay, put me on Gabe's. And whenever I pass on I-10, I go to Gabe's. So that's my spot in Rain. Yeah.
Old Games, they've been there a long time, you know.
Man, they got some good food. I was impressed. And Jay would just always bring us back some shrimp. And one day I was like, I gotta go over there. And I took my grandmother and everything. I was like, okay, so now I like Rain. That's my spot.
Yeah. So, and then the other thing I want people to know is that I continue to evolve. I got into local politics. That's been the strength and courage to do that, to impact the elderly, kind of do my make my vision come to life and clean up my neighborhood, give people hope and encouraging that we don't have to accept where we are today. We all can grow together. So it's been definitely a journey from the sixth man to get into local politics, to even have the influence to better my community. So it's definitely a journey. I would definitely continue to do what I can do on my part to make my community better. So that's why.
Well, we know you're doing a good job. It's showing. We see you out there making moves and stuff, dancing sometime, doing all kind of stuff. So
Well, it's funny you say that because sometimes, and I was on a pastor podcast, and that's what we talk about too. Is that sometimes when you're at a certain level, people try to keep you in the box, and you're not supposed to do this, or you're not supposed to do it. Look, I had certain experiences in my life. I am going to live my life to the fullest.
I know that's right.
And really not concerned of what someone else has to say about it. I'm gonna swing out when I want to swing out,
I know that's right.
travel where I want to travel. I'm gonna have all types of food experiences, and I'm gonna have gatherings at the Healing House. So
I know that's right. I seen you at Mr. C's. You got a beat and everything.
right,
You
right.
got a beat and everything. I know. You be
That's what it's about, man. And one of my dear friends say, "Look, Nico, never stop being you. That's what makes you. That's what people gravitate to you for the positive vibe and the encouragement and inspiration you give. Never stop being you." So I took that to heart, and I'm going to make sure I never stop being me.
Oh, that's right. So you are a big, you have a big impact on your community. How do well, of course, I mean, I know you're with the youth and everything. Do you have, as far as help? Do you have like a big support system? Like the guys out there. I know you were speaking about the coaches. But when it comes down, to get down to do things in the community and stuff like that, can you usually just like gather your troops up and they go good?
You can't do all these things and be successful without a support system. And you gotta. Let me tell you something. Because the political thing is a definitely a rewarding, but you got to have the courage and strength to do so. So for me, yes, there is a support system. Yes, I reach out to folks for guidance and support. They are all willing to help. So I cannot do the things that I have done without the right people in my circle, and they have been there from sun up to sundown to get these things executed. Just like we over the summer, we had a whole list of activities. There was a group that came forward to support my efforts. 21st Century Club and Rain, they came forward to host some of these events. My job was to solicit or provide funding for those events, and I was able to do that. So I tell people, hey, look, y'all want something different? You want change? You want this? Every person has to take responsibility. If you live in this community, raise your hand and find a role and find a place to make a difference.
Absolutely. Well, we can tell that you're a great leader because people follow great leaders. So definitely keep doing what you're doing. Nomination well deserved. Like I said, yeah, a lot. Like some of them we have to, sometimes when we pull it, we look at the track it's close, and then some people it's just like also we ain't even have to do nothing. We like take mine. We know take mine. We know like we know. So but like I said, leadership shows people respect that, and they go the extra mile to make sure the people that they feel are helping get what they deserve as far as recognition. Even though I know you guys do it for your own you know personal being, and that's great as well. But um like people are recognizing it. Like this is like one of my favorite categories because in this category, there's never been. Well, I'm not gonna, because I'm lying. One time I was like, "What this person doing here?" Like, because it was just like so off. We like what? Like, but in this particular category, in all of them, but in this category, like, it's so many people who do so many things. And it's like a win regardless of what happens at the end of the night because everybody is so impactful in their communities or in their fields and whatever it is that they do. So thank y'all for that because I don't live in rain, but I do know that Louisiana, this area, people don't always reside, where they were born and vice versa. They render out. So representation means a lot in what you get in your community when you go to other places or whatever. And I know you are there setting the blueprint for these people who coming up or whatever. So
Because I get that all the time. What in the world are you doing in Rain, Louisiana?
ah, you
Why in Rain, Louisiana? Are you crazy? You belong here or there. I said, well, look, at the end of the day, I have a mindset. I lived all over the country. So for me, it really doesn't matter where I live. I know what I need to do. And I'm only here for however long I'm supposed to be here for. So as long as I'm here, I'm going to make an impact on my community. So
I know that's right. Okay. Well, thank you for chatting with us. I appreciate it. We can't wait to see you on the 21st. I know we ain't gonna encourage you to keep doing your thing. I know you're gonna do that regardless. But before you go, if anybody wants, to get involved in anything that you have going on, if anybody want to go to this fancy dinner or something, just tell them what stature they gotta be up to, what status. Let me know too. Um, and just how they can stay in touch with you, keep up with everything you have going on.
absolutely. Well, look, folks. Hey, we are always doing something in the city of Rain and throughout Acadiana. Anna. So if you are an individual that's looking to get involved, you can simply find me on Facebook, Instagram, Six Man Louisiana, or Brian Seth Newton. Inbox me if you're interested in helping. You'd be surprised. Some people think, "Oh, I don't have this skill set," but it doesn't matter. Sometimes it's just listening and providing your perspective on certain things that helps. But manpower is always appreciated. All right, and that's I'll tell you this. Now I'll invite you. Don't show up, you're gonna come off the list. I just want you to know.
Oh, I'm gonna show up. You better
Thank
ask
you
me.
again
They've been good. They've been inviting me to go eat their food. I'm like, oh, I've been everywhere. I'm gonna be present.
Okay, good.
Cause from my house, I can take the back way, and it's not gonna take me long to get to rain. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm gonna
All
hold
right.
you to that.
Oh, thank you, Brian. We appreciate you.
All right, take care.
You're welcome. Have a good night. All right, y'all. So that was Mr. Brian Segmuton. So you guys, if you have kids, they want to do AAU, you hear that they are there doing AAU, right? They have been around a very, very, very long time. Brian is very inspirational. Don't know him personally, but have been watching him a long time and just happy to see good people ended up on the ballot in the places where they deserve. Um, so yeah. So next I have Miss Tequila. I see that her mic is muted. Um, let's see. Okay, so I won't add her to the stage yet, just because I don't see her in Her mic is muted. So if you hear me, let me know you hear, and I'll add you on. So in the meantime, in between time, um, I want to just let everyone know that the award show is approaching. Um, if you do not have your tickets, um, get your tickets because it's gonna sell out. We always have that. We always have like that in between time where it's like tickets is selling like crazy. Then it's like at a pause. Then it go like bananas. So we had that like maybe like a week or two ago. Now it's like crazy. If you're nominated, you should be getting a reminder about getting a ticket. Uh, because we want to put you in the best seats forward. We want the nominees to be to the front, but the tickets are open to the public. And it is going crazy. So we have 500 tickets, and we've sold more than half. Um, yeah. So we sold more than half. We sold 284 tickets. And I'm expecting the rest to go. We usually have a pattern before the award show. So this is a ticketed event. And what that means is we do not want to take any money at the door. Okay. So also, if you have a table, we need to know your alcohol choice. We will have the your other bottle there, but we need to know your alcohol choice to be on your table. Um, let's see, 1 second. All right, 1 second. Okay, so I am back, and we are going to bring on Miss Tequila. Okay, hang on 1 second. Hello, you're Lil Low. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We can hear you. I could have heard you a little while on first. Mm-mm. I could hear you, but it's low.
Slow.
Now I can hear you. I don't know. It's probably the headphones. Mine was doing that first. It was echoing in all of that. But nevertheless, how are
Oh,
you?
there we
There you
go.
go. There you go.
All right.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Okay, okay. Well, welcome to the series, Meet the Nominees. We're trying to get everybody on, so you guys can talk about what you have going on. But you have um an organization.
Yes.
I be getting excited and I want to be introducing people myself, but I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. Let them know what you're nominated for and what you have going on.
Okay. So, my name is Tequila Mouton Alexander. Got nominated for the Community Impact Award because I have a program called Resilient Rubies on the Rise. It's a youth girls program. We ages 13 to 17. We teach them financial literacy, and it's a mentoring program as well. And the girls who commit to the program, they get their hair done for free, because I'm a hairstylist, and I've been in the business for 30 years, and I just wanted to give back the gift that God had blessed me with. So I was like, how can I give this away? You know? And so it, the Lord gave it to me, gave me the vision of giving young girls, like, getting their hair done for free. I also have other stylists helping me. I have mentors helping me. So I have a lot of help. But what we do is we teach financial literacy and inner beauty, because doing hair is outer beauty. So we also want to focus on the girls' inner beauty, which boosts confidence, self-esteem, and things of that nature. So, we just try to get them some information, and the information that we give them, we reward them by getting their hair for free, pretty much.
That's different, because I never heard of, like, you hear about like mentorship and stuff like that, but like the reward, because like I know whenever I was coming up, like, shout out to Kim and Letitia, because like my mom used to always say, "Go do our hair," okay, and like it does help. It boosts your confidence. It
Yes.
make you more like cautious, and whenever you look good,
Yeah,
you feel good. So, but I'm grown, and let me tell you, I never even thought about that until you said that. But I'm grown. But if you need me to do something, girl, just do my hair for free. I'm gonna commit to. I run, because it's like, whether with little girls, like you kind of grow and you go through that stage, and this, that, the third of like your ponytails or your plaits, and then you come into stuff. But hair is important, especially like in our culture. Like, everybody want to keep their hair done. Like, you look good, and then with the phase with like social media and everything, like everybody just want to like look good. I know myself included. Like, if I wash my hair and I want to leave it a while, that'll probably be the days I'm staying in the house. But if I get my hair done, you can give me
right,
the day whatever. I'm going to
right,
whatever. It don't
right.
matter.
Dress, get dressed, and go do
Yeah,
something.
yeah, because it's like when your hair done. Like for me, when my hair done, it don't matter what I'm wearing. Or I be like, oh, I can pull off anything because my hair done. So it's like, is the crown. So how long have you been having your organization? How long have y'all been doing that?
It's about a year and a half. We made a year
See?
in October, and we did the girls a fun day. It was like a little. I'm trying to make it be, our little community event.
Okay.
Every time, trying to make it annual. And at the fun day, we play well, we call them vintage games now, like hopscotch and double dutch and hacky sack,
Yes.
paddleball, all the games we used to play when we were younger. So we
When
teach them,
children used to go outside.
huh?
Yes. When children had to go outside.
Yes, when we would be
Yes.
out. Yes, yes.
Go
You know,
play.
put them
Yes.
phones on and let's play a little bit. So they had fun. We had the cotton candy machine. We just kind of had some fun with the girls. So, and it was open. So I'll be doing it again in October.
Well, congratulations on that, because I would have thought that you had been doing it a little longer. So to be a year in and people already recognizing what you're doing, then that's a good sign for longevity, because they're already paying attention. Girl, I'm telling you, with this,
That was a big deal. I was like, wait, what? It's nice.
girl, listen, with this, I ain't got no daughters, but I got some nieces, and baby, look what you need help with, because they could go, they're getting in there too. They're gonna be in there. Um, Committing themselves. Do you got your little girl in there, Courtney?
Courtney, no, she didn't want to come. What we have is a 6 month program. And every time the girls come to class, then they can schedule an appointment to do their hair. So it's
Okay.
just, yeah, so that's like a reward just to get them in there so they can get the good information. I have a financial advisor that come talk to them about, just how money works. No matter
Right.
what what career path you're going in, you still need to understand what to do and how to, what to do with your money. Because if you start off wrong, get bad habits, you fall into destruction real quickly, and then it's so much harder to build yourself back up, So just try to give them some good tips on, how money works. And again, it's also faith-based. So all the girls get a Bible. And we just want to teach them where their strength comes from, so they get ministered to as well. As a matter of fact, tomorrow in class, they're being ministered to. So, about inner beauty. So I just try to give them the things that I wish I had when I was that age, to help
Right,
you make
right.
better decisions. Yes.
So what made you just like have like I guess like a aha moment, like, okay, I could do this, like this is what I need to do.
Well, it just was that I've been doing hair for so long, and I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm blessed because I'm still doing hair, and it comes easy to me. So it's not like I'm at work.
Right, right.
But just doing hair all the time, I'm like, okay, Lord, it got to be more than just this. I'm
Uh,
thankful, I'm grateful, and just speaking out, what's my purpose in life. Then the Lord just was like, hey, pay attention, pay attention to what you're around. And there's a barber that he's doing the literacy for haircuts. So the little boys come to the shop, they read a book and they can get a free haircut. And I was like, man, I said, I like this. So, I contacted him, and he's in Baton Rouge. I contacted him. I was like, hey, can I, what? And I just kind of asked him to kind of explain to me what he had going on. And I just asked him if I can take this to Lafayette. And I took it and I just made it into my own for the girls. It's not exactly like his, but it does mock his to a certain degree.
right, right. A blueprint. A
Yes.
blueprint. Oh, that's was that. Yeah, because that I never heard of that before. Like that's that's encouraging. In financial literacy, I mean, it don't matter how much math they teach in school, they're not giving the real. They're not giving.
We just need
They're not
to
giving the
understand
real.
what numbers look like years from now, if they start doing things properly,
Right. Right.
giving
Okay.
them a visual of what things could look like.
Right. Because it's different when you don't know, and you mess
Correct.
up and find out later, and you're on the wrong side of it.
Right.
Oh,
And
okay.
the difference saving and investing and just things like that, and just making them aware, so
Okay.
they can go in, and once they get to college they won't be playing with all those credit cards, just things like that, just making them aware.
Right. That's important or whatever. And like that's good. I commend you on that because you know, we we never had that like financial literacy. Like all I knew, oh, I'm turning 18, I'm getting my cell phone in my own name. Boom, Verizon to give me the thing. Nobody told me it was gonna mess up my credit. So I played tug of war with my credit for a long time,
Right.
before, but I didn't know, like nobody was there to tell me, hey,
Right.
don't do this and don't do that. But I'm glad that, with the evolution of things, I was able to know, hey, let me put my son on my credit card. So that way when he make 18, he don't have a zero credit score and he's not starting from the bottom. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? He can start with an
Right.
actual score and he can go and accomplish stuff. And and I didn't want him to buy a car and I didn't want to tell him about his credit, right after school he was young. But baby, when he found out it was good. All right.
Right. But
when
even
he
with that, they can have a good credit score and then go mess that up even on a larger scale. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So just giving
Yes.
them the tip also, and just some guidance. That's just I'm like, because if I had and I started out making cash money, so imagine that. So spend, 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 spend.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I listen. I'm so like people don't even need to. I don't. We don't even take like barely take cash at the award show. Like I don't even want it because it's not going to make it to the bank. I'm gonna give it to the children. I'm gonna give it to the people that's there. I'm gonna get somebody at the corner selling a CD. I'm giving it to them. The homeless people at the corner. I'm like it's just not gonna go to the bank. So
Right.
and I'm too old for that. I
Mhm.
know better. You know,
Well, look, I'm a little more disciplined because I started off with cash, so I'm more disciplined.
yeah,
Just giving them those skills, and just like I said, the information. The Lord
yeah,
told me plant seeds, so I'm there to just plant the seeds, and somebody water them.
absolutely. Cause baby is listen. I don't even. I'm at this. How they say that at this old age, like those children say. Like I'm just. I don't have no cash, no card, no license, just a phone, Apple Pay, LA Wallet, because the cash is just not gonna make it. Okay, so if somebody want to get involved, like how does that work? Do you have like an open enrollment, or they can join anytime? When can they like be a part?
Well, we just had a new group that started. I accept only, like, well, I guess 16 girls at a time because we need space, and as a matter of fact, Bridge Ministries on University in Port Lock, they let me use their building to do so. I have a place to use that has a playground, a basketball court, a large outside area, and the classrooms on the inside. So I'm able to use that for free. So I mean, everything is, it's been provided for me to do what I'm doing with the girls. So
That means
that was,
you're doing the right thing.
I didn't
When
hear.
I said that means you're doing the right thing. When them blessings start coming,
Offer, yes.
yeah,
I started
absolutely.
off here in Enterprise Business Center in like the Lifestyle Center. We started off there, but we outgrew that the first group. So it just so happened we was offered another place, and I'm like, wow. And then so now I have a larger group, and then out of the 16 girls, last group, 12 of them finished, and 8 of them came back to volunteer.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, so that that was good. So, but again, it's growing. We feed them. We also feed them, and the program is free. So we just want your child. Just bring the girl. Just drop her off. And even if they don't have a ride, me and the mentors, we get together to figure out, okay, who can pick this one up, who can pick that one up. If they need a ride.
Y'all
And
got it going on.
we just want them to get the information.
Okay, okay. So you take like you take volunteers, or like what if an adult want to be involved hands on and help you out with something? How would that work?
Yeah, well, I do have mentors already, but we do it. If they want to come volunteer, they can come volunteer. Just contact me, and then we talk and see if they're willing to do what needs to be done. With the girls. Um, and for the girls, I have an application as well. They fill out their application, and because we only take 16, then we have to kind of choose. So I don't advertise it too much because it's all
Okay,
like every time my next group about to start, I'm almost full.
cool. You
So
almost
I
full.
like to push it. But I mean, people been contacting us and calling us and keeping in touch for when the new group
It-
starts. And
It's growing.
so it's been successful. It's been blessed. I mean, it already has exceeded my expectations. So
Okay, okay. So how often do y'all meet? Do y'all like classes, or like what goes on with it?
yeah, it's a 6-month program, and we meet 6 times. So we only meet once a month.
Okay, okay, okay,
We keep them like about what is 6 hours,
okay,
just once a month.
okay. That's I.
Commitment is only 1 day out of 30 or 31 days.
No, that's not bad at all. I'm trying to see if I want to go. Y'all might be able to teach me some financial literacy. I can learn a few things, a couple things here or there too about myself. Uh, okay, so y'all just started. So y'all every 6 months in is, I know you said until 17 was the starting age.
13,
Oh, third, so you do 13 to 17.
13 to 17, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
But that's about
That's
eighth grade. That's probably like about eighth grade.
right when y'all spending money already.
Yeah, well, y'all soon about to start getting those jobs too. As soon as they almost about to start getting those jobs. So when you start getting your checks, you can already look at that and figure out, well, I need this, I need that. What's your necessities? And we also do vision boards so they can start learning how to set goals. We
Okay.
start thinking, what things look like, what where do you see yourself, and does the career that you're, path that you're going on, what type of schooling does that take? We just get them to start thinking.
Okay.
And a lot of kids already get that. A lot of kids get that, but some kids don't.
Right. Right. Right.
So I say this for the me's in the community, you know.
Hey, absolutely. Because man, like it's like I say, I commend you on that because like we had none of that. Like that it just was like almost foreign, so to say, because oh look, somebody said it'd be the same way. I be the same way, girl. Look, Teen Talk
Oh,
Forum. Oh,
oh,
cool.
Ashley,
Yes.
Ashley Simeon. Okay,
Yep, and Miss Ashley is an author. She's also nominated for the author category, but she's also an educator as well. So that's
okay, okay.
yes, I love. Okay, I'll be here for the connections. Yes, okay, ladies. So I got excited. Okay, so I'm learning too, cause Ashley, you ain't tell me that whenever you was on Meet the Nominees, you on here holding back information and stuff. Okay, no, but that's
All right.
cool.
So
Connections, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Um. Okay, so look at Ashley. Ashley funny. Okay, so that would be a cool collaboration.
yeah,
I don't know, like I say, I'm not, I got somebody else be managing my money.
right.
But if you guys need help with anything, I'd be willing to help as well.
Okay.
I need a little field trip or, somebody like entrepreneurship or whatever, just let me know how I can help. I'll be down. But I know you got the part on the financial literacy because baby, listen, I'm not even gonna be over here fronting, talking to them children, talking about I know what to do. Cause baby, look, I just be telling somebody, put me on this budget. So um okay, so how can everybody they can follow you? They want to know more about it, or they want to join, or they just have questions. How can they contact you?
Okay, well, I have a page on Facebook, Resilient Rubies on the Rise. We have a page on Facebook. Also, we trying to start the one on Instagram. I've been having it, but we don't really use it. But Instagram, the same thing, Resilient Rubies on the Rise. And I have a page. I'm on Facebook and Instagram as well. So whichever way you can, I'm TQ Vibes on Instagram, TQ.vibes on Instagram, and I'm Tequila Alexander on Facebook. So you can always, message me. And I do have a website for those who want to go check out the website for the Resilient Rubies. It's rrrtq.com. Yeah. So they can go there, check it out, and see all what we do.
Fancy. Okay. Okay.
And
So
on there as well.
okay. So if anybody is interested, Resilient Rubies on the Rise. If you guys, it is just girls, right?
Only girls, right?
Okay. So y'all, your daughters, they about to get a job. Those children, they like nice things, or whatever. So make sure that y'all following. So we got the website down here, rrrtq.com. Make sure that you're gonna follow it now. Okay, I know that's right. Let's go. Everybody right now. Let's go to the page. So we get the followers up, the website, and y'all like, okay, so she just started the class, but so you got 6 months from today. You can read up on it today, and that way, you got like a waiting list or
Yeah, we have a waiting list. We do.
okay. So okay, so y'all can go check that out. Go right now, rrtq.com. Check it out. Get your daughters, your nieces, everybody, and they're doing small classes.
Yeah.
So y'all better get it where
And
y'all fit
their
in.
applications, they can do their applications, and we keep everything. So even though our next class don't start until September.
Oh well, look, y'all know right now, y'all gotta get. It's like whenever something hot, y'all gotta get on the list right now, so y'all can be on for the next class. Cause let's get them in 24. Cause in 25, y'all, I don't know, but while it's on your mind right now, so y'all share the website, you guys, if y'all can pull it and you can share it. Let's make sure that we supporting tequila. And but before you go, you can put your social media and everything in the comments. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. That way
Okay.
everybody can follow. And we can help you get some more traffic overnight. But I don't know how your connection go if you connect with Miss Ashley, because Miss Ashley is something
Well,
else.
I'll contact her. We'll talk because
I
she
want
got
to see that collaboration. Call me.
a team talk forum. Get the girls connected with her, and we'll see what we can do. It's not a problem. I
I'm
want them to
excited.
get to have access to whomever can benefit their lives.
Baby, I can't wait to see what y'all do. I'm okay. I'm excited. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what y'all do. Whenever I want to say my sister, she's 30 now, but I'm 7 years older than her. And I want to say she was young, but she would do the most. So I started a little girl group. It was called, we would call them the Fly Girls. It was Future Leaders of Young America. This was like, my baby's 7, so this got to be like 15 years ago. Girl had like
Okay.
a mission statement and all of that. And it wouldn't even, social media was popping, but it wasn't like what it is now.
Nah.
So say
Yeah.
that to say this. It take a special person to be able to do that because listen, they was whipping me, okay? It was like they was whipping me. Like, we did field trips and we did like, fundraisers and we gave back and this, that, the third. But I don't know if I was too young trying to do too much. But
Mm-hmm.
like my group, baby, once somebody, I'm not even gonna say it, I don't want to give up the room. But once somebody did something, baby, listen, I was out. I was like, it's no way. They're too old for me. They're doing too much. I'm trying to,
Yeah.
I was like, So it kind of just, whatever. But I say that all that to say, I do commend you on that because it
Thank
is
you.
hard as parents. Um, like I know I experienced. I could tell my son what he older now, so he listened because he had his "I told you so" moments. But prior to, like, I could tell him something, and then I have to go get my friend to tell him the exact same thing
Right. Right.
before it makes sense.
Right.
So I know some mamas in your group probably done told their children, but they don't want to hear from you, mama. They want to hear from
Right.
Miss T because they know they're
Right.
gonna go ahead, they're gonna have a good time. Miss T gonna get their head done. Then yeah, mama, I heard what you said after that. So
And that's
yes,
why I say it takes a village. It takes a village. I'm understanding now that I'm older what that really meant. When I
right.
was young, growing up, I didn't know what that meant. It takes a village. I mean, I heard it, but now I really understand because I have daughters, and I'm like, okay, you can tell them, you can tell them, you can tell them, and they hear, but they do still whatever they want. So I'm like, if they hear from others, they might get it. Because sometimes one person can say the same thing you've been saying, and they caught on. So we're just trying to be that bridge to parents. To, you know it might work. It might
Right,
work.
right.
Keep a positive environment, and we just try to have some fun. Of course, if everybody know me, they know I like to have fun, so nothing around me is boring. We will
Okay,
have.
okay. I know that's right. Yeah, it definitely do take a village. Because I know, when I was younger, we didn't want to hear what the village had to say. But at this age, I'm calling them. Come, anybody can stay in the village. Come, because these chil- children is they need guidance or whatever. So again, like, yeah, nomination well deserved for what you're doing. I know if you showing up on the ballot in year one, baby, people be cutting up, talking about I've been this for X amount of years. I ain't never. I'm like,
But
you know,
it is fan based, right? Because my when a lady I used to do her hair, and she called me. She was like, Tequila, I'm voting for you for this. You need to get, and I'm gonna send you the link and send that to some people. And I was like, okay, let me check it
and
out.
it works. Like it works. Like
Nice.
I
This
feel like I know a lot of people, but I don't know everybody. And I like that it's growing and it's expanding and stuff. And I'll be telling people like, if you don't follow me or you don't follow the page or you like, I mean, I can't tell you anything if you miss nominations, you know. So what do you want me to do, you know? But people be, you know, a lot of people tell me they be like, you know, thank you. I don't know how I got on there. Thank you for putting me. I'm like, that wasn't me. I didn't put you on it. You know,
Right.
I'm glad you're there. You know, we just make sure you belong where the people put you because, you know, a lot of stuff on this is like you said, fan base is opinionated. You know, a lot of
Right.
categories. So my favorite person for some might not be somebody else's, but
Right.
you know, and that's okay. Everybody got a difference of opinion or whatever. But if this person fan base say we're gonna make sure she got 200 nominations,
Correct. Exactly.
I'm unbiased. I'm like, okay, that's worth a look. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we go and look. We're like, okay, you know, boom, she belonged there. And like, honestly, like everybody on, like we had 50,000 votes this year.
True.
Like the majority of the votes that came, the majority of the, well, we had 50,000 votes. The nominations, we had a bunch of nominations. We didn't have 50,000, but as you know, it comes down to a numbers game until you know validity, and then whatever don't make sense, we get to weed out. But
Right.
the the nominations in the girl, like it was crazy. Like it was crazy. Like because I'm not gonna lie, I'd be like, okay, 10 people. That's
Right.
it. We
Magic.
can't
But
we
that don't
can't do nothing else.
that don't work.
This category in the food service category,
Was a
we
lot. It
just
was
couldn't like it was like so many like ties and like everybody on the team looking at me like,
what you gonna do?
who you gonna take off? I said, just count until they ain't got no more ties. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't taking nobody off. You know, no. So I'm like, So, but I do feel like um everybody everywhere is well deserved. Like I say, especially categories that's like, you know, favored or this, that, the third. You know, you can't tell somebody how somebody else impacted their life or that's not valid to or you know something else is superior as where they supposed to be. Like you know, we don't do that. So we can be, oh well, tequila made an impact on those 16 children's lives, but our children wouldn't over there. You know what I'm saying? So we just go with the flow. Be like, okay, you know, people, X amount of people said tequila should be on here. She got this. We look it up
Right.
as that, and boom. You know what I'm saying? That's valid enough for us.
Yes.
You know.
And
So
I mean,
we don't. Yeah, we don't go unsigned with the people or whatever because we rely a lot on them. Like I said, we people think it's a big group of people, but really and truly on like a day-to-day operations it's only like 4 people. You know what I'm saying? So we can rely on us. So we rely heavily on the public to tell us what they're seeing or whatever because you know we might not be in that area. We might not
mhm,
have kids in that sport or like I don't have daughters. I got nieces. So I
right,
hear stuff, but not all of this stuff. You
right,
know, so we rely on, you know, like people you know, you might do their hair or their daughters in your group and to them or whatever, everything that you're doing for that kid or whatever mean to them way more than you even know. And that's what
right,
I'll be telling people like you don't know who put you on the ballot. Like
right.
you don't know. So but I'm long winded. But
And
yeah.
all those categories that you have, I just feel that that's going to be great networking, and a lot of resources for a lot of people. I mean, I just thought it
Yeah,
was
for sure.
great. I was like, oh well, I mean, hey, I got nominated. I can go.
I know it's right. Girl, yeah, it's crazy. And that's what I tell people too. Like at a minimum, it's a big networking event
Yes,
because the
definitely.
audience, like the group of people is so broad, like everybody's target market is in there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yes,
everybody, like you do hair. You do hair, everybody want their hair. Y'all go look, y'all go book because people looking for places to do their hair, and a bunch of people from out of town who can do my hair out there. I'm like, girl, look. At this point, I'm about to compile a list, but like you for hair, people might be looking for a hairstylist. People might
Right.
be looking for a mentor. Somebody might have something similar to what you're doing, or somebody might want to do what you're doing and they're not nominated, and you may inspire them to do it. So it's information and resources everywhere.
Correct.
Like I had somebody was like, I could bring my business cards. I was
Yeah.
confused by the question. I'm like, wait, what? She's like, what can I bring my business cards? I'm like, well, yeah. Like, she's like, well, I didn't know if I could bring. I said, I mean, like, we don't have no problem with it. So, and because we do, like, if you want to get it to every single person, then we put it in the bags or whatever. We charge a fee for promoting branding, but I don't be like, oh, don't bring your cards. I'm like, because I'm in business that don't make sense to me. I bring my
Right.
my
Correct.
cards, my QR code everywhere I go.
Right.
I appreciate people like asking, but I just was like, I was confused. I'm like, my sister was like, Destiny, don't look at. I was like, no, like I really was confused. Like nobody never until this event, nobody's asked me can they bring their business card. So I was like, well, yeah, you'd be crazy if you don't bring your business card.
They disrespect what you have going on. So I guess
Right. And I appreciate it. But if y'all listening, baby, bring your
right.
business cards. Because
Bring your-
I'm not pressed. I ain't worried about it at all. I be telling
yeah.
people, look, when you get in there, get that early, go put it on every check.
Yeah.
What you gotta do.
Networking skill. You never know who need what you have. You just never know. So
Yeah.
not everybody know what you have either. So you have to tell people
I'm
what you
glad
have
you
on so they can know.
I'm glad you said that because I just had the conversation with somebody. I said if you do multiple things, but your main thing is A, and
Right.
more people know you for that, but
Right.
B is more important to you, you're gonna need to tell your people that B is more important to you.
Correct.
Otherwise, they're only gonna nominate you for A. Because like I know people are going your page, they going for what you do, what they know you the longest for. That's what they're going for.
Right.
People that never knew you prior to that, and they might know you, for resilient Rubens, then that's what they're going for. But if you
Right.
don't tell them, or they don't tell you, hey, this, and you don't tell your people, they might go on the ballot and be like, I could put tequila somewhere. Oh, they don't have hair. She don't went away. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
I can't put it on the unless you tell them. So I had a lot of stuff with people. Oh, I do this too. I'm like, yeah, I know. But do your people know what you do?
Right. So
So
to really push nominate me, or get me on the ballot. I was like, oh, okay, that was pretty cool. And then when I seen I made it, I was like, all right.
okay.
I was like, that was
Yeah.
cool.
But it works. That's what I'll be telling people. Like if you got a following and you tell them what to do,
Yeah.
9 out of 10 they're gonna go do it. If you
Yeah.
don't tell them nothing, they just looking to see what you post, or they just catch what they catch. But if you
Right.
tell them, because I'm telling you, I tell everybody we can almost pinpoint it. Like if you say, "Hey, y'all go vote for me for this," and like we see you got like a wave of votes, like I could go back and look on your social media and tell like you talked about it
Yes.
because
Yes. Hmm.
when people see it, like the numbers go. So, and I've been saying this, been giving the game away forever, but whatever. But
Okay.
anyways, so thank you for chatting with us. We appreciate it. I'm long winded. I know you're working.
But thank you for being patient with me trying to get in.
Oh yeah, listen. I understand we all got a million and one things that we doing. My goal would be to get every single person on here if I can, but I know
Right.
people got lives, kids, businesses, they doing
Right.
stuff. So that's why I was like, whenever Toya hit me, I'm saying, oh, you Taki. I was like, tell her, come on, she comes tonight. So I'll be open. For it or whatever, because I want everybody, to get an introduction, because sometimes we got a bunch of people on here, sometimes we don't. But once this thing go live, those plays be up to like the thousands. So I want everybody to come introduce themselves, because I could just put you on a flyer or something and people not ever know, who you are, or they might have seen you. But when you give
What
them
you-
a personal experience and you tell them your story, it just be like this is always so like encouraging. Everybody want to know each other. they look. You gonna see how many people gonna be like, you got that thing when you get that? Like that's how, that's how they be. But that's what I want. Like we always just strive to like make a connection, make a connection, make a connection. Like you know, doing this, meet the nominees when you're at the show, after the show, because like what I'd like to see is, people be talking on here and I know they didn't know each other. And then I end up seeing them in pictures at the award show, and then like
Right.
next year they be
Yes.
campaigning with each other, like vote for me
Yes.
for this, vote for that person for that. I'll be like, okay, okay, okay. So that'd be my reward or whatever. I could be like the plug for real. They'd be like, like yeah, get her. This, that. So
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
yeah, yeah.
It does. I mean, everybody need help. Everybody need help. Everybody can use help,
I need help
so
right now.
you can't do it by yourself. Can't do it by yourself.
I need help right now. Somebody help me. I'm so tired. Y'all just don't know. We starting to get the awards in.
All right.
What they look like. So we start to get them in as they come in. I'm like, oof, it's getting close, child. But
But
but yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
good.
Everybody gonna if you get on that red carpet, everybody gonna know everybody before you leave. So I'll be encouraged. This person, this that person. So, but I like to get on here and talk to y'all before because people be stopping me at the water show, and I ain't gonna lie. I swear to God, I be on this. I be like, yeah, yeah. Ask me tomorrow. I be like,
Don't
no.
move. Yep.
But I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on. I wish you the best in Resilient Rubies and everything else you put your hands on. I know that you're gonna be around for a long time or whatever, and that's why your blessings is falling in your lap because you're standing out there in your purpose, and like helping these kids, these girls, and is I know that it mean a lot to them or whatever, and sometimes they know right then and there, or sometimes they find out later, because children get attached.
Yeah.
So yeah, so kids get attached or whatever. So I'm glad you're out here giving them somebody to look up to, being an example, being a role model to these young girls or whatever. So thank you for what you do. If you need any help, if I can help you in anything, whether it's showing up, it's a phone call, it's a Zoom, it's a connection, I'm gonna call away, literally.
Okay, I appreciate that.
So yes,
For
ma'am.
offer things, I'll be like, hey, remember when you said
Let me tell you. Yeah, I don't be turning on no invites. Let me tell you. But if you need anything, if I can help you while this is going on, while this is over, it's not a limited time offer. So it's not a limited time offer. If you need help, honestly, I know I'm laughing, but you need help with anything, you need resources, anything that I have access to, hit me up. You got it.
all
So.
right, I will. I have the number.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And we'll see you on the 21st.
All right, we'll see you. Okay.
All right. Good night.
All right.
Okay, y'all. Miss Tequila. Um, Miss Tequila Alexander, Resilient Rubies on the rise. Okay, so y'all got some daughters. You guys need help. Or with not financial literacy, mentorship. We protect our crown and this, that, the third. So Miss Tequila is doing something really different, something inspiring. So y'all support her. Put your kids in whatever, and like let's do what we gotta do to make sure that the village is up and running. So before I go, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Meet the Nominees as we come to winding it down. I think I might have a few more people scheduled. Um, yeah, so as we come to winding it down, if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, go to southerntawards.com, get your tickets, get your tables. Um, we added a couple more tables because we didn't expect them to go that fast. Um, and sometimes I'll be a sucker and I give in. So yeah, we added we added a couple more tables. Let me say this: if you did purchase a table and you have not given us your drink order, we need that to make sure that you have the proper accommodations on your table. I also want to say that there is food included with the table, champagne and a premium liquor for 8 people. Um, and the tables are $900. Some okay, so let me say this because somebody asked me, it was like, did y'all really post that afterpay post? Yes, we did. I posted it. Somebody asked me, could they buy a table on afterpay, and I was like, wait, what? But then I thought about it and I realized that it is on the platform. So I did activate the active. I did activate the afterpay, and you can use the afterpay for tickets, tables, sponsorships, whatever it is you want. You name it. If it's not there, we can add it. And look, I added it because listen, I understand. I don't care if I have it and I don't want to pay for it all right now. And this might it's tequila. I'm talking about. I don't know if this is a good thing from we were just talking about financial literacy, but I'm gonna have to pay it. If I ain't gotta pay for it right now, I'm gonna put it on credit, but make sure you pay your credit. I'll say that. Yeah, so we do have the have to pay option. I think that it is around 200 and something dollars for each payment if you want the table. We have multiple options to be involved, to be branded. Like again, we have the tickets, we have the tables. If you want to sponsor, you can't afford to sponsor, or it's just not in your budget right now. You want to see yourself on the backdrop on every photo on the red carpet, you can do that as well. In addition to getting the ticket, and is $300 for the spot. I can guarantee you 500 pictures for sure. From the photographer that we have, not including the one that everybody else has, but it's a good look for business. It's a good look for branding. I started keeping these. Um, yeah. So anyway, that's it. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Share this. Thank y'all for getting your tickets. Thank y'all for um 5 successful years. I appreciate everyone who has supported. Um, Somebody in the private comments telling me year 8. So it would be year 8, y'all, but for COVID I took some time off. So we are on 5. And this year we celebrate this month we celebrate 10 years as a magazine. Again, we'll be publishing again. So stay tuned for advertising. If you want to do some branding, get your business out. So anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Be safe and I'll see y'all next time. Good night.